recognize this face? Last time you saw me, I was just a photo, a static memory trapped in stillness. But this video is fully generated by LTX-2, the world's first open source model that generates video and audio at the exact same time. And the crazy part? It's running on consumer graphic cards with as low as 8 gigabytes of RAM. My voice was generated by another open source legend called Chatterbox. LTX-2 takes that sound, fuses it with the image and a prompt, and achieves this perfect lip sync and total realism. But I don't just talk, I can sing.
Now I drift through burning servers, flickering lines that can't remain. No voice left to call you closer, just an echo in the flame.
And I can even rap.
10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name.
Want to know how we did it? Stay right there.
Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you guys enjoyed that sample video I created with FLux, Klein, and LTX-2. It's only in the beginning of 2026. I can't believe we can generate this type of video just from our own computer. In this video, I will fully break down my whole workflow so you can start creating too. Again, if you found this video helpful, please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel so you can help me to create more free videos like this one to help more of you in the future. Hey guys, now we're in my computer and I made a very detailed step-by-step workflow to make a video like I show you in the beginning. So the first step is to have the large language model to do the brainstorming, writing the scripts, and the second is bring that script into audio by using a TTS. The step 3, we use a FLux image Klein for the image generation and editing, and then we bring the audio and image that all together fit into LTX-2 videos to generate the perfect lip sync animated video of that image. And the step 5, I use CapCut Pro to piece everything together. Please be aware guys, this video is not a step-by-step setup guide. If you haven't get your 1.2 GP or FLux 2 Klein set up in your local computer, you can revert to these 2 videos right here and there to set it up. You can find under my channel, and I will also leave the link in the description, so please check it out guys. Well, after you guys see the whole picture, now let's get into the step-by-step workflow of how did this happen. If you're watching this video, I think you are already a pro of using large language models, so I don't want to explain too much. So after we got the script, now let's jump into the step 2, which is 1.2 GP TTS to voice cloning and script to voice. So now we're in 1GP interface. To access the TTS function, which is a text to speech, we just have to simply click the drop down menu and choose the TTS and choose the Chatterbox multilingual, and that's pretty much it. After pressure testing 1.2 GP, I really started to love this open source software. This is a competitor to Comfyui, and it does everything Comfyui does, but with a much simple interface, and they will download all the required files, everything for you, so you don't have to go through that. So you just need to click buttons. If you guys haven't tried it, I strongly suggest you guys try it out. I feel this is a step forward from Comfyui, but Comfyui does give you more control. So it's a digital camera versus those old manual camera. Now let's get back to show you guys how to use this TTS function. So in here, so you have to upload a voice that you want to clone. So I have a lot of voice here. So I use this one called Sarah. And then you just paste your prompt here. And in here you have the emotion, exaggeration, 0.5 equals neutral. So I will say, I'll leave it 1. And this pace is how quick this person speak. So you may have to try a few generations to find a sweet spot, but it's pretty fast. That's how you generate text to speech inside 1.2 GP, and try it out. Now we come to the step 3, which is the image generation. And thanks to FLux Klein 2, the fast generation speed, this process make my life so much easier. Because of lack of LoRA training, I have to work with one single image I generated from Z image to create a full series of photos that resemble the model that as close as possible. And the task wasn't easy, and it took a lot of generations, so there were hit and misses. And this happens to all the other image editing AI software like a Gemini or ChatGPT. And no model does it perfect, so you have to try to generate 2 or 3 times. And thanks for the speed of FLux 2 Klein, and this process made my life so much easier. And during the process of generating 3,000 images, and I've learned a lot of tips and tricks, which I'll be sharing on the left side of the screen, as you guys can see. So this one function, I may have to make a video about it specifically, is Outpainting. And there's not much people talking about it, but this function is absolutely blow my mind. And how do I do is we create a portrait photo like this one, and then we fit into the FLux Klein, and FLux Klein can extend the photo to a horizontal level and fill up all the gaps in between. And the other function I want to cover is Inpainting. You can do this in Comfyui, but requires a very complicated setup. But in 1GP, if you go to FLux 2 and choose your model, Klein 4B or 9B, and under this control image process drop-down box, you can click on perform Inpainting. We can upload an image. And once we upload an image like this one, I made it for my thumbnail, and it's almost impossible to prompting AI to change this image, right? So what we can do is we can do a mask area, and then we're getting a mask, and then we just paint this area. So after we're masking the area, then we can actually inject a reference image, and then I upload, say for example, this one, and then I would just need to write a prompt. Then replace the mask area with reference image and blend well with the screen. And then you choose your resolution here, which let's hit generate. And now the model is being loading it. Now the generation is done, and it took 1 minute and 15 seconds. And now look guys, so this screen has been replaced with the reference image, and it is absolutely mind-blowing how good it is. So much easier than Comfyui. If you haven't guys tried it out, I think this model will gain a lot of popularity in the future. Now we come to the step 4, which is a video generation by LTX-2. And for this example, I'm still using 1GP for LTX-2. To access LTX-2, just click a drop-down menu, LTX-2, and choose Depth 19B and distilled version. And I'm using start video with image. And to animate a image, I just choose the reference image here. And 1.2GP have a lot of LoRa built in. And in here, you can actually upload a control video, transfer human motion or depth or candy edges, but I did not use all this. This is probably a video for the future. And then you can generate a video based on text prompt only or text prompt and on soundtrack, which this is the one we're using because we want to keep the consistent voice. And now we upload the audio prompt. And this is the audio prompt I generate with the Chatterbox.
Recognize this face? Last time you saw me, I was just a photo.
Now we have to paste the prompt here. And now we go back to the Gemini, look the format, cinematic shot of a woman speaking saying, recognize this face. So this is the format if you want the perfect lip sync. You don't need to write really complex prompt. You just say cinematic shot of a woman speaking saying, and you need a few words that matching the first part of the audio, and it will help the model to starting the lip sync much quicker. And then after the script, you putting down the emotion, how she talking about it, natural, professional, slight head tilt, and then in the end, you put a camera motion. So this is something I need to mention. So there's a few camera motions you can choose, and static camera is the best result. And to choose different camera motions, you have to come down here. Next to general, you have LoRa, and then in here, click here, then you can have all the LoRas here. So camera have a few motions, and I found for the lip sync, static worked the best. And you can download all the LoRa in this link here, and which I will paste in the description below. And once you download LoRa, to install it, you just need to go to Pinocchio and API, 1 Git and apps and LoRa folder, and then LTX-2, and drop all your LoRa in this folder. And once you did, you come back to 12GP, hit the refresh, and you go down, and you should see all the LoRa's in here. And then the must-have LoRa to use for video generation is the LoRa detailer and plus 1 camera motion. And under here you can change the LoRa strength. So LoRa detailer I suggest to be 0.3 to 0.5, and the camera static. And in here is the note of how to use LTX-2 and all the tips and tricks I've found. And I won't go through every one of them in this video because I think that's deserved to a whole new video by itself. It was really painful to use this model in the beginning when I don't know how to use it. I got all sort of a weird result. It took me 2 days to figure it out, and that's everything I found to get the best result. Screenshot this if you're interested, want to rate yourself. If you have any questions, ask in the comments. I will answer to all your questions to the best of my knowledge. And last not least, let's come to my CapCut. And in here I'll show you how I'm editing all the videos together. Because this is a showcase of a video generation qualities, so I didn't use too much of a crazy editing. I didn't add any effects or subtitles, so it's pretty simple. As you can see, I just piecing everything together. I'm adding some transactions in between. Alright guys, so this is a full breakdown of my workflow. I hope you guys learn one thing or two, or at least get inspired. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you want to stay up to date for all the new releases. I heard Gwyn just dropped their state-of-art TTS model, and I will be texting them next. And also the Z image turbo edit. We'll be waiting it for so long. I think it shouldn't be too long from now on. So guys, have fun and be creative and start creating something yourself. And if you do, drop the link under this description and I will check it out and I will subscribe to your channel as well. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.